This is the Apple Pencil Gen 2, which is by far the best accessory you can get for your iPad. You can take notes, use it as a stylus, and draw with it, but it's $129, which may be way more than you're willing to spend. Don't worry though, I've got the perfect alternative for you, and it's less than half the price. This is a Penoval A4 iPad Pro stylus. It comes in black and white and retails for just $36 on Amazon. Let me get straight to the point. It's not better than the Apple Pencil, but if you can't afford the Apple Pencil or want an alternative stylus for your iPad, the Penoval A4 Pro is exactly what you need. Now, let me tell you why. Also, full disclosure, Penvoval sent me this product for a review, and I'm only going to give my honest opinion on the stylus. Now, let's talk about price. As I mentioned before, the Apple Pencil Gen 2 is not cheap by any means. It's a premium product because it's sold by Apple, and it honestly has some amazing features. That being said, it's 3.5 times more expensive than the Penvoval stylus, which has most of the same essential features. If you want to get the Penoval A4 Pro stylus, click the link in the description or in the pinned comment below. This is what you get with the A4 Pro. So the box looks pretty similar to the Apple Pencil Gen 2 box. Inside you'll find the instruction manual, which basically walks you through the features. You'll find the A4 Pro itself, kind of looks like the Apple Pencil, a USB-C charger, and 2 extra nibs. Unlike Penoval, Apple doesn't include any extra tips, but you can get their tip replacement pack for $25, which includes 4 tips. And Penvoval has a replacement pack for $12, which includes 3 tips. Now, quick story, one time I dropped my Apple Pencil and the tip broke off, as you can see over here. I had to pay $80 to get it replaced, and it was the first month of me owning the pencil. Honestly, it scarred me for life, but if you do happen to break the Penvoval stylus, you can just buy another one and it would still be cheaper than the Apple Pencil. That brings me to my next point, which is build quality. Both of these styluses are pretty similar for build quality. The A4 Pro is a bit taller and thicker, but surprisingly lighter than the Apple Pencil. It also has a sharper plastic tip, which can kind of be used as a weapon, whereas the Apple Pencil has a duller rubber-coated tip, which seems to be more fragile. Since the Penvoval tip isn't rubberized, you may want to put a screen protector on your iPad to prevent any scratches. The link to my favorite screen protector is in the description, so feel free to check it out. Both styluses magnetically attach, but the Apple Pencil just sounds more satisfying. However, in my shake test that I've done, the Apple Pencil has fell off way more times than the A4 Pro, as you can see over here. I think it has something to do with the Apple Pencil being heavier, but I'm not sure. Overall, I think the Penoval A4 Pro is more durable, but the Apple Pencil has a more premium feel. Before we continue with the video, make sure you leave a like so the YouTube algorithm will bless this video. Now let's talk about the features for each stylus. Pairing the Apple Pencil is very easy. All you have to do is turn the iPad's Bluetooth on and just place it on top, and it'll automatically connect and start charging. The other features of the Apple Pencil are magnetic attachment, wireless charging, pressure sensitivity, tilt sensitivity, palm rejection, and the convenient double tap feature, which lets you switch between different tools and different apps. Now let's talk about the Penvoval. Pairing for the Penvoval is actually way easier. All you have to do is double tap the top and it turns on and you can just start using it. The features for the A4 Pro are magnetic attachment, tilt sensitivity, and palm rejection. Unlike the Apple Pencil, you have to use a charging cable to charge it, which kind of sucks, but it fully charges within 30 minutes and lasts for 6 hours, which is pretty good. There is a light near the charging port which indicates the battery level. So white means it's 100% charged, blue means 60% charged, and red is 20% charged. It will automatically turn off after 5 minutes of inactivity, but you can also save more battery by double tapping the top to turn it off. Now let's talk about the most important thing, which is performance. Generally, I use my iPad every day, and it's mostly to take notes and create to-do lists on Goodnotes, which is a great app by the way. From time to time, I also fire up Procreate and get my Picasso on, so I'm going to be opening up Goodnotes, the Notes app, and Procreate to see if there's any differences in performance. But before we do that, I'm just going to test a couple shortcuts that the Apple Pencil can do, so I'm wondering if the Penvoval can do the same. The first one is a screenshot, so you just swipe up from the left quickly. As you can see, it did that. The next one is creating a quick note. You swipe up from the right, and as you can see, the note has been created. Now I'm just able to doodle and, write some stuff, which is great as well. Now I'm going to be testing out a couple more things. So I'm going to go to Apple Pencil settings under general settings.
So this is Scribble, and basically you can write down words and it'll turn into text. So I'm gonna write, hello, I'm cool, for example. There you go. So it says, hello, I'm cool. Now there's a couple other ones that I'm gonna just quickly go through. So this one's delete. You just scratch out some text and it deletes it, which works. Then there's select, so you can draw a line over text to select it, like so, or you can draw a circle, and they both work. The next one is inserting text, and to do that, you put your stylus in front of a word. This box appears, and then you just type in a word or write a word, and then it types it in. The last one is join, where you can separate and join words by using lines. So I'm going to separate with a line, and then join these two with the line over there. So everything works as it normally should, which is great to know. So now we're hopping into Goodnotes, which is an app I use to make to-do lists and take notes. So basically it's like my digital notebook. So I'm gonna do a writing test real quick. So a couple things to note. I think it's easier to write with the Penoval because it has a pointier tip, so it's easier for you to write your letters. And also it's made out of plastic, so it slides across the screen, whereas the Apple Pencil has a rubberized tip, which you can feel friction across the screen when you're writing. Now I'm going to do a quick test. I'm going to write with the Apple Pencil and Penoval and see if you guys can notice the difference. So now that I have both writing samples, can you guess which one is the Apple Pencil and which one is the Penoval? I'll give you 3 seconds. Okay, so the Apple Pencil is actually this text right over here. So you probably can't even notice the difference. They probably look like they're written by the same stylus, just one messier than the other, I guess. But as I was saying, it's easier to write words with the Penvoval because it has a sharper tip, and I feel like I'm able to create better shapes and make neater lines and stuff like that. So that's a positive for the Penvoval. So now I'm going to show you the difference between legs. So I have the Apple Pencil here, and I'm just going to do just a quick line thing so you can see that there's no lag whatsoever. And now I have the Penvoval with me, and let's do another lag test to compare. And as you can see, there's no lag whatsoever, like literally the same. So my conclusion is that on Goodnotes, they're exactly the same. You won't notice a difference besides the double tap feature, which you're missing. So if you're just using it for writing in notes, the Penvoval is exactly what you need if you're not looking to spend $129. I've opened up Procreate and created 2 divisions, one for the Penvoval and one for the Apple Pencil, to test out the differences. The main difference between these two in the app Procreate, or for any drawing app, is that the Penvoval does not have sensitivity support. So it does have tilt support, but not sensitivity, so you can't control like the thickness of a line by pressing hard or pressing lightly. So I'm just gonna do a quick test. So this is what a normal line looks like. I'm just not applying that much pressure because there's no pressure sensitivity. So that's fine. And then let's do tilt. So this is what tilt looks like. You just tilt the pen to the side, and there you go, it tilts, it shades it in. Now I'm gonna try creating a gradient. So I'm gonna start off with the tip, press down, and then we'll slowly tilt the pencil. So as you can see, you can create a gradient, but it's just a bit harder since you have to basically tilt the pencil from up here to get like the darkest line, as you can see here, and then tilt it slowly sideways to get like a shade. So it is kind of difficult to do, but it's still manageable. So let me try out the Apple Pencil now. So I have the Apple Pencil with me. Let's test out the sensitivity support, which the Penvoval is lacking. So as you can see, I can draw very fine lines and then make them thicker. Fine lines, make them thicker again. And now let's test out the tilt support. So I'm tilting it to the side, and it feels like I'm actually drawing with a crayon or like a pencil crayon, because see, I don't know if you can see right there, but it is so light. It's barely showing up because I'm not applying that much pressure. And the more pressure I apply, the darker it becomes. And then I can go light again, and then go super dark, and then light again. So that's the main difference. You can do a lot of amazing drawing with the Apple Pencil due to the sensitivity support, which mimics an actual tool that you'd be using as an artist.
Overall, I really enjoyed using the Penoval stylus. I've been using it for about 2 weeks now, and I really haven't noticed a huge difference in my workflow besides some minor inconveniences. Obviously, owning and using the Apple Pencil Gen 2 for over a year had made me miss a couple features like magnetic charging and double tap. Not having those features is annoying, but other than that, the writing experience has been pretty much the same. You can think of the Penoval stylus as a downgraded Apple Pencil. It has all the basic features you need for a good stylus. I don't usually draw in my day-to-day, I'm trying to get back into it, but the Penoval stylus is good for basic drawing. You can kind of use the tilt feature to apply different amounts of pressure, But if you're a professional artist or draw frequently, then you're probably going to need pressure sensitivity. In that case, the Penoval A4 can't provide that, so you're going to need to get the Apple Pencil. I'm going to keep the Penoval A4 Pro stylus in my rotation because I really enjoyed using it for the most part. I'll leave my Apple Pencil at home and mainly use the A4 Pro when I'm out and about because I won't have to worry about being too careful with it. I don't want to have another broken Apple Pencil again. I highly recommend getting the A4 Pro. If you're not satisfied, you can just return it to Amazon within 30 days and get a refund. Honestly, you have nothing to lose. If you want to get the Penoval A4 Pro stylus, click the link in the description or in the pinned comment below. That's all for the video. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure you like the video, subscribe, drop a comment below, and I'll see you in the next video.